NBC5's Emily Beal spoke to U.S. Representative Greg Walden and a veteran today. She joins us live in the newsroom with more on the special events. Emily?
Elizabeth, I spoke to people across the Rogue Valley today as I went to a handful of Veterans Day events, and the thing I heard more than I could count was thank you for your service from people thanking veterans all over the place. I also spoke with Congressman Greg Walden in Central Point about his thoughts on the importance of Veterans Day, along with one veteran who went to war before he was even old enough to buy alcohol.
Soldier, attention! Audience, please rise.
A day honoring those who have served our country.
We owe them a thank you.
Veterans Day in the Rogue Valley. It began on a reflective note in Central Point.
That freedom is paid for and protected by those who have worn our nation's uniform and those who wear it today.
Where local vets,
I salute those brave soldiers.
Congressman Greg Walden,
Each and every veteran here is a living memorial to the enormous sacrifices that our military members make every moment that they serve.
And Southern Oregon residents came together. Following the commemorative service at Don Jones Park, a celebratory parade was held in downtown Medford, starting near Hawthorne Park. The parade included local vets, a group of young Marines, and local Girl Scouts. All of this leading one local vet to reflect on his time in the service.
I served from 1966 to 1970.
Starting when he was just 19, headed to Vietnam.
We didn't want to go, but we went.
Ralph Groover served fresh out of high school.
We had the ugly things that a 20-year-old kid shouldn't ever see.
During his time serving our country, he switched branches of the armed forces.
I didn't stay drafted. I went into the Air Force.
Ralph says one of the most difficult parts of being a vet is coming home.
Our country called us, and we accepted that call and went there and did our job and came back to a kind of a nasty homecoming.
Which is why he got involved with the Veterans of Foreign Wars group in Southern Oregon. Now, 47 years after his time in Vietnam.
It was one of those wars that you never get quite over.
Ralph's legacy of service to the U.S. continues through his children.
I have 2 sons in the Air Force right now, and I have 2 daughters who are just out of the Navy.
And Ralph's love for the country lives on.
Veterans Day is a chance to remember why the nation is who it is.
Ralph's story, like so many of the other veterans that I spoke to today, is so touching. And if you would like to get involved with working with veterans like Ralph and many of the other 70,000 veterans in our area, you can go to Jackson County Veterans Services on Holly Street. Live in our newsroom, Emily Beal, NBC5 News.